A very big welcome to you, my dear Libra. So today is your day. The sun is in Aries, and Aries is opposite of you, is giving you the light. So you have arrived in your opposite sign. The 19 turns into a 10, the 10 and the 4 is the 14, temperance. You finding an equilibrium now deep within you, and in the 14 we get the five senses. And so here we see today that Aries, right, the emperor, is helping you to understand that when the moon, the full moon, is in your sign, you are getting that light from Aries, from the power of Aries, from that push forward, right? You're not thinking about it like the sword, about justice. You act upon justice. And so here we see you, the justice card, and here the moon, which is always the subconscious, which is always, I understand more and more that deep in my subconscious I am learning to awaken. You are the Queen of Swords. And as a Queen of Swords, you are very strong in the way you communicate, sometimes to the point where you cut people's ego off, right? You are the 7th zodiac sign, and as such also connected to the 7th house of love and partnership. Is your birthday between September 12th and October 12th, then is she your court card? If not, look in the description below. I have listed the rest of the cards there. Today we're also going to look at the Empress, because the Empress, that's Venus, and Venus is ruling you. So we're going to look at her, and we're going to look at Neptune. Neptune, the Hanged Man, right? We have now Neptune in Aries. Aries is taking actions on the dreams that you have. You're not dreaming about it anymore. You're not hanging here anymore and thinking about it. You are taking action. And so we're, of course, going to look at that, because Neptune is going to stay 14 years in Aries, and it's going to change a lot. So back to the last reading, where we had Pisces Sun giving Libra Moon the light. The message was, the Empress in you enjoys the continued evolution of self. And I looked if there is a reoccurring card that is wanting to talk to you, and there is one, and so we can begin the reading. Now, we start with the Queen of Swords, right? That's the court card. Look in the description below, because that's when you see if you are born outside of the 12th of September and the 12th of October, right? Then you are a Queen of Swords, but you have a different soul aspect. Now, the first card that came here is the Prince of Pentacles. And the Prince of Pentacles is Virgo. And you see that he's coming here towards you, but he's looking to the side. And so you notice that the bull is coming towards you, but he's not looking at you. He is occupied towards the external perspective. You are looking to the internal, right? And so there's no conversation really happening here. So you're the 7th zodiac sign, and he's the 6th zodiac sign. And so when we calculate that together, we get a 13. And the 13, of course, that's the transformation, a big transformation that can happen here. And so if this is a relationship, right, it's difficult to make it work, because you are very much in your mind, and he's very much in, I'm going to take action, and not really listening to you. What is coming from the Mother Piece Tarot? You're getting the 6 of Cups slightly to the right. And the 6 of Cups is Sun in Scorpio. And what's interesting, you had the 13 here, and the 13 is the transformation, is death, right? And so you're getting out of the 13 a 4, the 4 and the 6 is a 10. So there's a new cycle beginning after the full moon. This is going to be a pink moon, and a pink moon is of course lovely, but you are going to notice that something is shifting here in this relationship towards a Virgo. Now for me this is really interesting because I am a Queen of Swords, right? But as a soul aspect, I'm a Virgo, I'm the Hermit. And so I know when I connect with a Virgo that is like the Knight of Pentacles, there is something that I've noticed is different, right? Even though when we have as a soul aspect here the Hermit together, there is a time where these two can connect through the Hermit, right? As a soul aspect, it's still here on the physical plane was quite difficult to connect. And so there is a memory to that you are looking back at. And of course here pointing to the 6th zodiac sign and the 6 of cups, which is sun in Scorpio, this transformation, it's a memory now. And so here's a 6-6 portal. So we leave the 7 by itself because that's the emotional intelligence. The 6-6 is the third eye, is the inner vision that we have to see what's going on. Then of course I want to see what is of course Virgo bringing, and Virgo is looking at the Strength card. And here in Salvador Dali the Strength card is the 11, which is interesting because usually you are the 11, right? But now you're getting here Leo, the Strength card, coming as an 11, and it's almost here that Virgo had to get its strength back. For some reason it was not in a good, or he or she was not in a good place, right? And so here we have the 611 or 116 as a date, right? Or of course we can also create here the 13th of November, right? But we also have the 6, so the 13, and again the 6 is the 19th, so this could be the 19th of November, right, as a date. But here's a 6-6, here's an 11, and you as this 7 are outside of here. And so I think that's what's coming here. You are noticing all of this, but it's finished, it's done, right? This situation is over, and so you are understanding that. Then we're going to look at the Empress. The Empress, we got the Empress, and so you have a 33 here, and the 33 is the mastery. And in that mastery, it's almost like you are noticing, okay, I am done with certain energies, right, that can't see me. And so you are finding your strength by letting go, finding the understanding that certain things are really finished. And so here the Empress has the 12 stars around her head, and she really knows what she wants, and she's not giving into anything that's not giving her power. Now of course I want to know what is coming from your deck, and the Magician is coming up, and the Magician is Mercury. Look at that. And so here you have a 33 and the one Magician, right? And he has all the elements on the table. So here 33, but of course the 3 and the 1 is the 4, and the 4, that's Aries. So in a way Aries is letting you know, move on, right? You are powerful, you are the Venus, the Empress, and now you have Mercury on top of it, and here the Magician. You create magic in this world, and so that's what Venus is bringing to you, so trust that. Then the Hanged Man, Neptune, has moved into Aries and is going to stay there for 14 years. So we're not dreaming about things anymore, we are taking action. And what came up is the Mediator. And the Mediator is someone that is bringing people together. helping to let them know the differences that they maybe have, right? And it's what I see here. They're not looking at each other. She's looking to the left, he's looking to the right. Maybe they meet far out there, right? But it's not really a relationship that can last. And so here we see that there's a light aspect, and the light attributes is bringing you the gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. And so the hanged man, though, sees the shadow side, right? Because he's hanging upside down. And the 12, it's kind of like that's all 12 zodiac signs that you have on your mind. So in your profession, maybe you're working with all 12 zodiac signs, and that's where you do your magic. But we see the 3 here, right? And so he's looking at the shadow side. And the shadow side for you right now, it's about negotiating with an ulterior motive or a hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. So observe and watch that you are not getting pulled into the dark side. Clear that. Let that go. That's why the Hanged Man is here. What is coming from Aries? Because Aries is now handling Neptune, and you're getting here the pages of cups. And so here comes Cancer and Scorpio and of course Pisces. And Pisces was the reading before that, right? We had Pisces Sun giving Libra Moon the light, and there was the Empress in you enjoys the continued evolution of self. And so you see that the Empress has come in the last reading as well, and that's the card that is repeating itself. So you are an Empress, and you see the 12 here, the stars, and it's connecting you back to Pisces as well, right? And so here comes a young generation of healers, emotions that you still want to look at and heal. And so the 3 and the 12 is a 3. Again, you get a 33. And of course here the 3 and the 3 here with you as the station, right? But you see here the healing can happen by understanding what are you learning here, and what are you seeing, and what are you able to let go. Now, of course, I want to see what is Neptune saying to you through your deck, and you get again the 6 of Cups. So you get the 6 of Cups twice, a 6-6, right? You had the 6 here through the Virgo, right? The Knight of Pentacles, and you understand more and more that something is finished, something is done, right? Because this 6 and this 6, again, it's Sun in Scorpio, and Scorpio is in here in the pages as well. Something is finished. It's a memory, and you letting go of what mediation you have done, and maybe it's time to really let go of it. And this is what Neptune is saying, because Neptune is ruling Pisces, and Pisces is right in here. So Scorpio's here, we had the 13, and Pisces is here as well. And so we understand clearly that something is finished and over with. Now we're going to look at the full moon, and the full moon is bringing you the stranger. Having the curiosity to go out there again. The 5 and the 3 is the 8. And so here the 18, right? There's the 8 in the 18, but we get a 9 when we calculate it together. And so the moon, which is connected to Pisces, is bringing you look deeper when you connect with strangers. Is it really a stranger, or is it you that you haven't really incorporated yet in your life? And so the 8 is the strength, that usually the strength is the 8, but here in Dali it's the 11. What is coming through your deck? The 3 of Wands, which is Sun in Aries. And the Sun is in Aries, right? know that Aries is your opposite sign, is giving you the light for the full moon. And so Sun in Aries is helping you to see the Three of Wands and the 3 in the 53. And so the 53 in the 3 is the 56, and the 56 is an 11. And so the 9 here, the 911, or the 11-9 as a date, is letting you know, yes, strangers come into your life, but you can connect with them. But always watch and observe how you let them get close to you, because this is then an 1111 portal, right? So understand that everything has its time, has its understanding, and the full moon right now in your sign is like you have reached the opposite sign, right? Through the Sun in Aries. You are connected now with Aries, and Aries is bringing you the understanding that you are learning, Sun in Aries, to stand up and to fight no matter who is in front of you, and to connect with that person. And now the Sun in Aries is bringing you the pressure, the number 26. And so here comes a transformation that was intense, and maybe you are realizing now how important that transformation was. The 26, we get the 8, and the 8 again is an understanding that in the 8 is the loop of infinity, and you passed through. So the 19 is the 10, and the 8 is the 18. The full moon is letting you know this full moon is going to transform you. You're going to come out a completely different person, and you never thought possible that you can become this person. What is coming from Aries? The Two of Pentacles, which is Jupiter in Capricorn, and Capricorn is work. And so she's passing through here. There's also 2 here. Now you have the Two of Pentacles. She's dancing. She's enjoying herself. And so here, the 26 plus the 2 is the 28. That's a 10-10 portal. And that's the new cycle that you're getting once the full moon is over. The full moon is only full for 2 hours. And so celebrate this moment, dance, because new money is coming. You are going to see that the Emperor is helping you to move forward, that the Sun in Aries is helping you to take this transformation, and really see that you had here the 6-6, right? 12 cups, the 6-6 portal. And so you understand that something is done. You don't need to be a mediator for this relationship anymore. You heal, you have awakened, and of course there is this 3, right? Then there are the 3 zodiac signs of water. There is the Empress, and the Empress came last time as well, right? And so the 10 here, and here the 10 of the Sun, a 10-10, but we also have Aries, so a 14, and out of that 14 again you get a 5, the 5 senses. So learning to see how these numbers speak to us are more the pictures that speak to us, but you're breaking through this full moon. You are realizing something, you're coming through at the other end, and you are awakening to a new empowerment, because Jupiter in Capricorn is like, you know that sometimes money is up there and sometimes money is up down here, and you are awakening to it. And so take that strength and that power out into the world, and see that the strength is the 11 that you have with the strength card, an 11-11 portal. And that's what it is, right? That you are understanding more and more that here is a 9, right? That here the 6 of Cups, and here these 3 water signs are bringing you into a 9, and that you are really coming out into a whole new dimension, and that you have the magician that is pushing and helping you to use the four elements, right? You have the cups, and you have the wands, and you have the pentacles, right? You don't have any swords, which is maybe good, because sometimes you overthink things, and that's why you're sometimes cutting off heads, right? So you are awakening. You are now seeing that today the full moon, the pink moon, is helping you to open yourself up to strangers, and to realize that in a stranger there is a curiosity to meet them and to connect with them. And you understand that the 26 is the 8, and here is the 8, and so you're kind of having a breakthrough, and that you are liberating yourself, and that's why you're able to dance. And in that dance you are realizing that a full moon is a gift, and when you are consciously using that gift to bring you to a whole nother level, that's when the magician within you is born. Beautiful message. I hope you are creating a ceremony today for this full moon, pink moon, and celebrating this special moment. And of course, I hope I see you in the next reading. That's when we get the sun in Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign, but here you have Virgo. Virgo is the knight. Taurus is the king of pentacles. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.